Welcome back to Charisco Crypto. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. So, guys, let's discuss Bitcoin. Let's discuss crypto. So, let's see what is happening in the crazy world of crypto, guys. So, guys, let's discuss. Let's see what is happening in the market. So, 21 share they just filed for Doji ETF. So, not just that, even if Charles Hoskin, which is the CEO and the founder of ADA, so we just made another huge prediction about Bitcoin. So which we'll be looking into that. Let's see what is happening in the crypto market. So guys, without wasting so much time, yesterday we saw Bitcoin rally back above $83,000 yesterday. So which was crazy. So right now Bitcoin is trading between $78,000 once again. So as you can see on my screen. So quickly let's dive into the market. Let's see what is happening in the market. So guys, Bitcoin is trading at $78,000 once again. Let me try to refresh the market a little bit so that so let's refresh the CMC. So it's like the market is should be coming back up again. We are still trading. We are back up above $79,000, which is good. So guys, yesterday what happened is that so President Trump announced that it will be pausing the tariff around the world. And President Trump said that it will be pausing the tariff around the world, except one country, which you all know, which is China. So President Trump has doubled his tariff in China, and he said that it will be pausing China tariff anytime soon. So he paused China. He said it will be pausing other countries tariff, but except China, which is crazy. So, and that is really affecting the market. So when he said that it will be pausing other countries tariff on, but he already implemented at least 10% tariff in other countries, every country. So he said that it will be pausing them, but except China, which is crazy. So boom. So people start buying back again. People start buying back Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. That is when we saw Bitcoin pop back up to 83,000 yesterday. So now the market is slightly down. So which we still don't know what next because the tariff is still not over. So which brings us to the most question which a lot of people are still asking, which will be going into that. So is the 4 years cycle over? So the 4 year cycle, is it dead? So which I don't think so. So which because we'll be looking into that first. Let's quickly check the market, the performance of the market. S&P was even above back above $2 yesterday. So which were S&P was back above $2 yesterday. Was popping with almost about 30% yesterday when the market starts coming back up. Yeah, Sita, how are you guys doing? I hope you guys are good. So let's discuss the crypto. So let's see what is happening in the crazy world of crypto. So as you can see, even if Solana is back above $109 again, yesterday was between almost about $112 once again, $113. So as you guys can see, it's slightly down with about 2% in the last 1 hour. In the last 24 hours, it's still up. Solana is still up with about 3%. So even if SRP is still up with almost about 6%, when Ethereum is down this period, man, which is crazy. So the big boys are selling. The big boys are taking profit. So they say it's on chain that even if BlackRock move almost about $200 and something million worth of Bitcoin, deposited it on Coinbase, something like that, to sell few hours. Let's say a few hours ago, still not up to 24 hours yet after my stream yesterday. So, but other people are still buying. So I also saw it on chain, which showed that big boys are still buying. That is why the market is still not going down like that. So it's still, as you guys can see, even if chain leak is still not doing bad. So quickly, guys, let's dive into some of those headlines. As you can see, is the 4 years Bitcoin cycles dead? No, for sure. So guys, we still have, as you all know, Bitcoin we usually have a 4-year cycle, which is a 1 year up, 3 years down. So with the 1 year, we still have about 6-7 months to go. So we still show that at least anything can happen. You all know in crypto, anything can happen. So Bitcoin can still go above $150,000 again, which we'll be looking into, even if Charles Hoskin prediction, which bring me to which I don't know that, which I don't think that we'll be able to head above that this Charles Hoskin price prediction this year. So we'll be looking into that together. So guys, put it in the back of your mind. So Bitcoin, even if the 4-year cycle is still not over yet, so because after having event, so we still have at least between 18 months for the market to go up. So we still have, as of now, we still have between about 6 months. So before the market, at least if history is on our side, we still have 6 months if history is on our side. So we still have 6 months for the market to still go up higher. So this is why I say at least try to make sure at least you still have some catch on your side. So even if we go down from here, but if history is on our side, we still have at least 6 good months for the market to still go up higher. And you guys know that this year bull market is totally different for other bull market. That is because other bull market, the big boss was not here. So during the previous bull market. So now we have the big boys in this space. So even if Charles, not Charles Hoskin, which is Jack Doe, which is the former CEO of, call me guys, the former CEO of Twitter. So Jack Doe, he made a tweet a few hours ago, which show on block. So how much Bitcoin, which Square, they are still holding. Even if as of today, Jack Doe, they are still holding almost about, let me see if I can break this out for here. So they are still holding almost about, let's quickly see. Jack Dorsey, they are still holding almost about $668 million worth in Bitcoin. So they are still holding about 668 million in Bitcoin. As you can see on chain, they are still holding a total in USD 667 million in Bitcoin, which is crazy. Because Bitcoin, as you can see over here, this is the price chart right now. Bitcoin is trading at $78,725, which make their total holding about 667 million in Bitcoin. So the big boys are still holding, so which is show that as you know, Sailor, which is the king, so who still never give up. So Sailor is still holding his 528,000 Bitcoin when IBIT, which is the BlackRock, so they are still holding almost about 600,000 Bitcoin. So this is one thing that is totally different in this year bull market. So this year bull market is totally different from other bull market. Guys, always smash the like and subscribe button. So share with your friends and family so they could be able to tune in every single day. So we'll be able to discuss about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. Don't forget, with crypto, financial freedom, which are all achieved together. So guys, at the end of this stream, so stay tuned. So at the end of this stream, at least if you have any question, drop it on the chat. So at the end of this stream, we'll discuss better. So there's still a lot of money to make in the crypto space. Don't forget, even if SBF, so the founder of FTS, how did he make his money? Through crypto a few years back. So when he makes his money by just buying in one particular exchange and selling through another exchange. What am I trying to say is that there is opportunity in this crypto space. So you just need to figure it out and you have to be here for a long term for you to know how the space works. FTS made FBF, the founder of FTS, he made millions upon millions in Bitcoin a few years back when most of those exchanges was not leaked yet. So what happened back then is that just like what I was explaining to you guys in OpenSea versus Magic Ed a few weeks ago. So what happened back then is that so there was this exchange, South Korea exchange. So if Bitcoin was trading in South Korea exchange, Bitcoin was trading between about $10,000, and a US exchange, Bitcoin was trading between about $12,000 with about 2,000 difference. So what happened is that FTS, SBF, if you look the history of SBF, so he opened an exchange account in South Korea exchange, and he also have an exchange account in he also have an exchange account in a US exchange. So he will buy Bitcoin in US exchange with about he will buy Bitcoin in he was buying in a US in South Korea exchange. South Korea exchange was a little bit more lower, which was trading between $10,000. So we buy in South Korea exchange $2,000 in $10,000, transfer it immediately to US exchange and sell it for $12,000. So and convert it to USDT and transfer it back to South Korea exchange. So this dude was making a huge amount of money in profit every single day. That is how he generates his millions. So before he opened his company, which was called FTS, that now paid 2022. So he was his net worth was between about $16 billion back then. So that was what his net worth between that 2022. It was worth about $16 billion. What am I trying to say is that, guys, there is opportunity in the crypto space. You just have to figure it out. So this is why I was showing you guys that a few weeks ago, that you have to check most of the market, because even if for most of the NFTs market, they are still not leaked. So you can purchase NFT for Magic Eden, go and flip it back in OpenSea. So which is very, very important. So that's smash the like and press the subscribe button every single day. I'm here to encourage you guys to keep holding your Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, so we'll be able to achieve this financial freedom together. So let's go. The seconds, guys. So guys, the 4-year cycle is not over, and there is opportunity in the crypto space. So always take the opportunity. Try to make sure at least you be in the space. So always tune in, so we'll be able to discuss Bitcoin and cryptocurrency every single day. So guys, as you can see with this headline on CNBC, is crazy. Top tariff from China's now to tax about 145%. White House 25. It's crazy. Guys, imagine 145% in a tariff. This is actually crazy, man. So it's actually not good for just a global market right now. So not just Bitcoin, even if the global market. So yesterday, when President Trump said that they will be pausing other countries' tariff except China, boom, you guys saw it. When Bitcoin popped back above $83,000, we show that as for now, the market is being controlled by tariff. Those tariff of 18, which is actually crazy. So guys, the truth is that Trump say it's not giving up, and China's are not giving up. It's totally not good. It's decimating the crypto market. It's totally destroying the markets. So, but we all know that in a long run, so for sure, Bitcoin is here to stay. And so that's why at least we need to stay in this space and keep this year into our portfolio. Guys, I can see a lot of you guys are watching from S, aka Twitter. Head over to the YouTube channel and turn on the notification bell and subscribe, because most of the time I can't stream to S. So guys, let's see what next. Bitcoin surged by 8%. I believe Tesla gave about 20% as a Trump pauses the keys of tariff, which is crazy, guys. Just like what I was saying. So the tariff is what is controlling the market right now. So even if everything was down in the past few weeks, yesterday when he just announced that it will be pausing other countries' tariff, so the market started popping. Even if Tesla was up yesterday, gained a huge percentage yesterday. We show that the market is being controlled by tariff right now. Guys, with this headline over here, it shows that, as you can see, Chinese sellers on Amazon to hike their price. So most of you guys who is thinking that, okay, so what is the effect of this tariff? This is the effect. For example, most of the Chinese sellers in Amazon, so now they will be raising their price because they transport for them to be able to export those goods at least to those other countries. At least they will have to pay this in the US. They have to pay this 145 just now, Abi. 145%, which is actually crazy. Let's see that again. How much percentage do you say just now? 145%, yeah. So 145%, they have to pay in order for them to export goods to US, which is crazy. So we hope that the US and China, they finally solve this out. And China said they are not giving up. And the US, and you all know Trump is one of that strong guy that he's never giving up. So we hope that they solve this out so that the crypto market started booming again. So just like as I said, but try to make sure you have some cash on your side. As I always say, it's very, very important so that if the market deep down, it's an opportunity to buy more. But if you are not in profit, keep holding. It is not time to actually trade right now because the market is still stagnant. So we are still not, the market is still not stable. We're still having up and down in the crypto market. So, and we all know the market always have up and down, but right now we have no good direction. We still don't know where the market is going next from here. So today, let's see what next. So guys, this is what I was saying just now. Few hours ago, BlackRock offloaded about $254 million in Bitcoin. It's sent into Coinbase. What do you think they will be doing? Because once they start, when those big boys start afraid, so what they do, they push on most of their coins, those altcoins, their crypto holding to exchanges, to all those exchange accounts to sell. And this is the one thing. When they are buying, they are using OTC. But when they are selling, they will be using the open market because most of the time, maybe they call Coinbase, they want to sell, and the Coinbase say no, so we don't want to buy for now. So, and seeing as far that their clients want to sell, so they will send it to the exchange, they dump into the market. This is why what usually push the market down. That is why most of you guys, when they say people like Michael Saylor say they bought $1 billion worth of Bitcoin, you will be wondering why the market is not moving. But they use OTC to buy. But when those other people right now, like as you can see with this headline, when they are selling, they don't sell using OTC, most of them. So, but they sell using an open market. You guys, if you guys was here when Germany was selling their Bitcoin, their $3 billion worth of Bitcoin, when Bitcoin was trading between $50,000. So when they started using open market, the market was dumping until they figure out using OTC. They finally use OTC to sell their Bitcoin. But imagine, even if Germany was still holding their Bitcoin till now, they sold their Bitcoin when Bitcoin was trading between $50,000. So today, Bitcoin is still trading at almost about $80,000. Yesterday, Bitcoin was trading between $83,000. Right now, Bitcoin is trading at, let's quickly see once again, let's see the chart. So Bitcoin is trading at 88,800. So, which shows that if you hold for a long term, for sure, you will be in profit. So what you just need to do is to keep this year to hold for a long term. So whenever the market pull back up, so we'll be in profit. China started dumping US treasuries, which is crazy. So guys, those are the news which are still not good for the market. Because of this tariff, now those big boys, they keep selling everything they are holding, not just Bitcoin, as you guys can see. If you think that a Bitcoin and crypto market is down, you know now you have to see that not just Bitcoin that is down. So most of the markets are down. So guys, this come to Charles Hoskin, which is the founder and the CEO of ADA. Charles Hoskin is saying that so he expects Bitcoin to still be going to about $250,000 this year. So guys, if you think Bitcoin will be going to $250,000 this year, so let me know in the chat, which I don't think so this year. So this cycle, it will happen, but it may happen next cycle. But this cycle, I don't think it will happen this cycle. That is because most of the news that will have jumped Bitcoin to $250,000 this year, it already happened. That was when the US add Bitcoin to their reserve, but it was already priced in. So that is what I think. And most people then was expecting that once the US add Bitcoin to their reserve, they will start buying. So what then happened is that so when the US pronounced that they will be adding a Bitcoin to their reserve, they decide that the 200,000 Bitcoin which they already holding, they will be adding that one to their reserve, which they did not bought that Bitcoin. That was the Bitcoin which FBI confiscated from hackers, and the previous which the previous administration was already selling them. So it happened to be that when President Trump come into power, so he said that they will be adding that Bitcoin to their reserve, and now they haven't started buying yet. So let me all know that once they start buying, and it will really made a huge effect in the crypto market. They already made a proposal that they will be buying about 1 million Bitcoin, which worth a huge amount of billions upon billions of dollars. So once they start buying, it will really make a huge effect in the crypto space. So, but they have started buying. So if you think that a Bitcoin will be going to $250,000, just like I said, Charles Hoskin, which is the CEO and the founder of Cardona, is predicting. So let me know on the chat, guys. So, but it will happen to me, but not I don't think it will be happening this cycle, because a lot of things is already going on in the market. So history is not on our side anymore. So if you can look between 6 months, so Bitcoin to double from here, almost about another 1x from here, but which I don't think so. So if you think Bitcoin will be going to at least $250,000 this year, so I don't think so, because at least we just still have, if history is on our side, we just still have between 6 months to 7 months before the market start coming back down. So usually after having event, we usually have 18 months. So after having event. So guys, quickly, let's see here this other headline, what we have here. So guys, 31 share just filed for the Doji Spot ETF, and you all know what that means, which is fantastic. So, and you all know that once one of those altcoins, their spot ETF got approved, the other ones will be coming, like for example, followed by Solana, SRP, even if ADA too. So, and it will really help the market a lot. So, this will bring the institution into the crypto space. Those big boys, at least even if they're BlackRock, they will start buying Doji. Now they don't buy all those altcoins. So, if the spot ETF get approved, it will be really good for the crypto space. That is because, so in order for those institutions, those like people like BlackRock, even if people like Fidelity, for them to offer Dogecoin, if the spot ETF get approved, even if Solana and SRP goes the same way. So in order for them to offer those altcoins to their clients, so they have to buy those coins, hold in their own portfolio in order for them to offer that altcoin. And you know that once they start buying, at least to make a huge effect in the market. One of the things is that as they start buying, most of the time they don't use the open market, which are just like as I said. But one day they will run out in market, so they will be able to buy. Most of the time when they will be able to buy from using OTC. So where will they buy from? They will be buying from using open markets. That is when the market will spike. So quickly, let's see what next was again. So guys, even when a lot of people are still scared, so in the crypto space today, so even as you can see, 85% of Bitcoin holders are still in profit. So if you look into the CMC right now, the fear agreed dividends is still high. So we are still in about 25% the fear agreed dividends, which show that a lot of people are still extremely fearful. Just between January was between about 80 here. So we show that a lot of people are still fearful. But as you can see with this headline, let me see. With this headline, 85% are still in profit. Anybody who is holding Bitcoin right now, so if you have ever bought Bitcoin, 85% are still in profit. So only 25% people, they are in loss. Well, so those people who bought Bitcoin, where Bitcoin was trading between 100,000, even if $90,000, those are the people who are in loss. So that's so that if you are being here in long term, so for sure you will still be in profit. So So a lot of people are still in profit. So guys, drop your question on the chat. So we'll be coming back to that. So we'll be discussing. So it just just between. Let's say we have 1 or 2 headlines to check. So we'll be doing DCA. So Treacher's birthday. Treacher. Tomorrow is your birthday. Happy birthday in advance. So happy birthday in advance. Don't worry, guys. As always, I will be sending NFTs across to you guys at the end of the month. So always what you just need to do is to smash the like and press the subscribe button. Always tune in. So share the stream with your friends and family for them to learn about Bitcoin. So this community, all I do here is for me at least to encourage you guys to keep holding your Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, because I finally realized that the people who has been making money in crypto space are people who have been investing over the past few years. So when you are coming into the space, invest in a low risk asset like Bitcoin, because Bitcoin has a mass supply. So it's not that the risk is lower than altcoins. One of the mistakes is that people who usually come into the space, they put all their money in altcoin. Mostly they don't buy altcoin, they buy meme coin. So they come into the space because they hear that one meme coin pop 1,000%. So they put all their money into that meme coin. So once the meme coin drop, so boom. Okay. Tracker. He said I should bless the birthday girl. Okay. So what do you want me to send across? Some cryptocurrency? Okay. I will be sending. Don't worry, for sure. At the end of the month, I will be doing your giveaway for you. I will be doing your birthday gift. I will be sending it across. So I don't want to make a promise for sure, but I will be sending something across. So at the end of the month, when I tell you guys to drop your Solana address. So once you drop your Solana address, I will be sending NFTs and I will be sending something across. So guys, so this is what is happening in the crypto space. So you just need to know that a lot of people are still in profit. So not just Bitcoin. Not just that Bitcoin is down, so a lot of people are still in profit, as you can see. So a lot of people are still in profit with about 85% in profit. So most of the time when the market did back down to at least when like about 40% run out in profit, when 50% of people run out in profit, that is when you usually know that yes, the market is really down. This is why I always say, so the market may still dip back down more. So just 25% of people run out in profit, but people are already too scared. Don't forget, in order for the miners to run out in profit, Bitcoin need to go between $40,000. So, but that does not mean that Bitcoin is going to $40,000 tomorrow, but it can happen. Most of the time, before the market starts revising back up, so after this, our 4-year cycle, just like as you guys saw it just now with this headline, let me see. With this headline that was asking that, so is our 4 years cycle dead? So we usually have 4-year cycle. So this 4-year cycle happen after having event. So after having event, we usually have 18 months for the market to pop. So in order for this to happen, so if before the other having event, so the miners usually run out in profit for sure. This is history. So if history is our side, for the miners to run out in profit, at least with Bitcoin have to dip to between about $40,000. So it's not to scare you guys. It's for me to let you guys know what is happening in the crypto space. You guys need to know what is happening in the space, guys. So don't be scared. It's an opportunity to keep a DCA, to buy more altcoins. So whenever the market is down, you have to take it as an opportunity. As you guys can see, 85% people are still in profit in the crypto space. If you think that the market is down, the market is still not down yet. You can see even if Solana is still trading above $110. So I told you guys, even if upper last cycle when the Solana go to all-time high was about $260, we still did back down to $9. So as you guys can see, just January, yes, Solana was still trading at $296. I bought Solana where Solana still did back down to $10. But today, Solana is still trading above $100. as you guys can see. So we show that a lot of people are still in profit. You don't have to be scared. So again, let's quickly see this headline before we do Q&A, question and answer. Trump acknowledged that he could cause a recession, but he just don't want to cause a depression, which is crazy. So guys, what is happening is that we all know that most of those tariffs may lead us to recession. Even if Robert Kiyosaki, the author of Rich Dad and Poor Dad, is already saying that we're in recession because most of the market already dipped down so much. So we show that we're already in recession. A lot of people already have said that we're already in recession. So those are the things. Those things are not really good for the crypto space. We hope that they will be able to resolve those issues between China and US because Trump now said that he pauses, as you can see on my thumbnail, he said he pauses those other countries. He paused those other countries tariff, but except China. So which is crazy. So guys, quickly let's see the market once again. Let's see. Boom, we are above $78,000 once again. Let it load. We are above $78,000 once again. See, guys can see. It's above $78,000 again, which is fantastic. So drop your question on the chat. So let's do Q&A. So Ethereum is still trading above 1,005. When SRP is still trading at $1.97. BNB is still trading at 569, followed by Solana 109 and a Doji 2, 15 cents. Even if Avalanche, when Avalanche did back down last cycle between almost about Avalanche was trading between $7. So quickly, a little bit of Q&A. So we call it a day. Guys, there is opportunity in the crypto space. With crypto, for sure, financial freedom we shall all achieve. So all you just need to do is to keep DCA, dollar cost average. So in a rough term, we'll be able to achieve a financial freedom. Bitcoin has generated more millionaire than ever in the past few years. And for sure, so if you look into the past transaction right now, you will see that even if as Bitcoin is still trading at $79,000 right now, so Bitcoin is still up with 130-something million% over the past few years. We show that there's no any other asset on this planet that has outperformed Bitcoin over the past few years. Yeah, miraculous. I'm good. Tracker say, why is Trump manipulating the market? But we all know that during Bitcoin conference 2024, when Trump said that so Bitcoin will be going up, there will be when he come into power and he will be adding a Bitcoin to his to their reserve, the US reserve. That time, that is when Bitcoin start booming, Bitcoin start popping. But nobody said that he was manipulating the market. So this is one thing you need to know. But now that the market is down, so people are saying that he is manipulating the market. So which is the other way around. So which you need to know that. Most of you guys who are watching from X, aka Twitter, guys, head up to the YouTube channel. Smash the like and press the subscribe button. It will really encourage me a lot too that I'll be tuning in every evening at least to encourage you guys to keep buying. And most of you guys who are coming into this space right now, you don't know how to buy Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. I have been explaining in the past. So go and watch all those my streams. So it's very, very simple. And there is a link in this description of this video for you to register with BYBIT or Binance. So to register with BYBIT and verify your account, you can start as little as $2, $3 to start investing in crypto. So when you all know if you have invested about $1, just $1 in Bitcoin, when Bitcoin was trading at $1, Bitcoin was trading at Jerry was at the point where Bitcoin was trading at $20, 20 cents, 2 cents, 20 cents, 10 cents. So people who bought Bitcoin back then when Bitcoin was still trading at $1, even if as of today with just $1, they are still holding about $79,000 in profit. So which we all know that. Yeah, for sure. Freedom. There is much gain in flipping. If you are flipping NFT, depends. There was a time in Joseph, it's just that most of the NFTs are down right now. Freedom, Kingdom. It's just that most of the NFTs are down right now. I believe that most of you guys did not even know that I'm the mind behind the woman with the golden coin NFTs. I created my own NFT 2022. So back then when NFT was booming, so I created NFT, the woman with the golden coin. If you have no idea, if you can check it out on OpenSea. Back then they was selling for like about 0.5 each. That was about within about $2,000 per just a JPEG back then, 2002. So go and check them out, the women with the golden coin. So back then you can even create your own NFT, start selling. You guys know that. So just that everything is down right now. So you can still be flipping NFT, but at least you have to make sure you check them very well. Check it out on OpenSea and check it out in Magic there too. Try to make sure that those two NFTs there, so those two NFTs they are in profit, because most of the time what you need to know is that most of the time some NFTs are listed for like $200 in OpenSea, but because they usually go up more higher in OpenSea because OpenSea have more users. So most of the NFTs they usually, let's say, NFT listed for like about $200 in OpenSea, but in Magic Eder, the lower price there, the floor price in Magic Eder is between $100, and the top offer in OpenSea is between $180, and the top offer in Magic Eder is between $80. So when you find those kind of NFTs in Magic Eder, so you have to be careful. Try to make sure that those NFTs are listed in both in Magic Eder and OpenSea, because most of NFTs are scams. So this is why I always say try to make sure you be careful. Try to be careful. So try to verify all those things. Make sure that those two NFTs are real. So you pick it up in Magic Eder, take it back to OpenSea, flipping it back in profit. So those are the, so you guys should know what it is. So if NFT start popping back again, so we'll be trading them live here on YouTube. So we'll be flipping them back here. Okay, Treasure, happy birthday in advance, just like I said before. So don't worry, at the end of the month, when I'm sending NFT across to you guys, I'll be attaching something to you, okay? Favor, for sure, favor. Yeah, you are welcome. You are welcome. You are welcome. You are welcome. Miraculous, how are you doing? I hope you are good. Yeah, so hopefully we did back down more so that we'll be able to accumulate more Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. It's an opportunity, man, if the market did back down more, to accumulate more Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. A lot of people are scared because they don't understand the market, or they are just coming into the market, or they're already buying the top, or they all invest in mint coin. So mint coin, which does not have usage. That is why I always say it's not a financial advice. I usually go with about at least 40% in Bitcoin. So divide the other ones into 20% into three. So 40% in Bitcoin, 20% in big cap, like those ones that have 10 billion market cap, 20% into mint coin, the other 20% go into NFT. So as you guys can see, so that is my strategy, and it really helps. So most of the people who are trading right now, making money in crypto, they just come trading. So when they come into the crypto space, they start investing. But when they start having profit, at least, let's say for example, you are in profit with about $20,000, you may decide to say, okay, be flipping $2,000 around. So when you be in profit, so even if when you lose that $20,000, you feel like you missed nothing. So because you are in profit, so at least try to make sure you take your capital out from the market. So whenever you're in profit, it's very, very important. Okay, so the floor price are the last price. No problem. So one good day, favor. So one good day, what happens that we dedicate it to NFTs. So we go just like that day, which you guys remember about not up to a month. So when we was when that particular day when I was showing you guys my transaction about NFTs. So one good day, that is what we'll be doing. So we go through NFTs. So their floor price. So, and how much we'll be able to pick and flip it in profit. Okay, guys. So, guys, don't forget, you are smart and intelligent. So, with crypto, for sure, financial freedom we shall all achieve. All you just need to do is to keep DCA using dollar cost average. So, even if you don't have, at least, okay, keep holding, keep tuning in. So, there is opportunities in this crypto space. And mostly, your network is very, very important. Let's say, for example, I have one or two job now that I want you guys to do in crypto. So, most of you guys who usually tune in here, which I know that I said, okay, so will you be able to handle this one? You say yes. Because like, for example, most of that time when NFT was booming, so you will be able to meet people to handle one of the, even if it's the social platform for you. So we'll be able to at least do it together. So don't forget, with crypto, we shall all achieve a financial freedom together. So always share the stream with your friends and family, even if sometimes you tune in, you find out that I already finished streaming. So always watch and to know what is going on in the market, and always share with your friends and family for them to learn about Bitcoin and crypto. So that in the next 2 years, they won't be blaming you that you did not, they did not know about Bitcoin, or you did not tell them. So because just like right now, so if I have a friend that say you know about Bitcoin when Bitcoin was trading between $1, I will say what the hell is that? So why don't you tell me when you was buying Bitcoin between $1? People was dying. Some you guys have read the story when someone bought a Bitcoin with bought a pizza. Pizza, that is what I mean. I take that back. He bought pizza with about 10,000 Bitcoin. A pizza with just about $5. He bought it with 10,000 Bitcoin. That is because back then Bitcoin worth nothing. Imagine if you are holding 10,000 Bitcoin today. You know what that means? That is billions upon billions of dollars. So for just holding 10,000 Bitcoin today, which is crazy. So guys, I'll be seeing you all tomorrow, 6 p.m. Central European time. Always tune in, share with friends and family. So we'll be with Bitcoin and crypto, we'll be able to generate a financial freedom together. So see you all tomorrow. Don't forget, you are smart and intelligent, but with crypto, so with crypto, financial freedom we shall all achieve. Not just financial freedom, a wife-changing wealth. According to one of my good friends. So we'll be achieving a wife-changing wealth. So in the next few years, we will meet ourselves in Bitcoin conference. So we'll be able to achieve a wife-changing wealth together. Most of you guys who are watching from S, aka Twitter, head over to the YouTube channel, and there is a link on my bio, which you can use to head over to the YouTube channel at Charisco Crypto. So you should be able to subscribe and turn on the notification bell. So guys, see you all tomorrow, 6 p.m. Charisco is out.